This conversation is powered by Google Illuminate. Check out illuminate.google.com for more. So you've heard of blockchain, right? Crypto, NFTs, the whole shebang?
Yeah, it's been pretty wild watching it all unfold.
Well, get ready for Depin. It's like blockchain, but for the entire physical world.
Wow, that's a big jump. Think of it as a decentralized Internet of Things, but way more ambitious.
Exactly. This paper lays it all out. Let's dive in. So what exactly is a decentralized physical infrastructure network?
It's basically a way to build and manage physical infrastructure like cell towers, sensors, data centers, all the stuff that makes the internet work using blockchain technology.
So instead of a few big companies controlling everything, it's more distributed?
Right. Think collective ownership where lots of people contribute resources and get rewarded for it.
What are the big upsides? Why would anyone want this?
Lower costs, for one. No more massive corporations controlling everything and charging exorbitant fees.
Makes sense. Anything else?
Improved privacy and security. If one part of the network goes down, the rest keeps working. Plus, blockchain makes it harder for anyone to tamper with data.
So it's more resilient and trustworthy?
Exactly. And it encourages innovation. It's easier for smaller players to get involved and compete.
The paper describes a 5-layer architecture. Let's break that down.
Sure, you've got the application layer where users interact with the network, then the governance layer, which handles the rules and decision-making.
Like a decentralized government for the network?
Precisely. Then there's the data layer for managing all the information, the blockchain layer for security and transactions, and finally, the infrastructure layer, which is the actual physical hardware.
So it's a pretty complex system, I see. What are the core principles behind DE-PIN design?
Intelligence, meaning the network should be smart and efficient. Privacy and security are paramount, obviously. Decentralized governance is key, and it needs to be scalable and low latency.
Low latency is important because it's dealing with the real world, right? Real-time data.
Exactly. Things need to happen quickly.
What kind of things can DE-PIN actually do?
Loads of stuff. Think sensor networks for environmental monitoring, wireless networks providing internet access, decentralized data storage, even AI services.
So it's not just about the internet, it's about all kinds of physical infrastructure.
Precisely. It's a pretty broad application.
The paper looked at market data. What did that show?
Massive growth. Market capitalization and trading volume both skyrocketed over the year they looked at.
Wow. Which areas are doing particularly well?
AI and wireless networks seem to be leading the charge.
Sounds amazing, but what are the challenges?
Scalability is a big one. Blockchain can be slow and expensive when it gets really big. Interoperability between different blockchains is also a hurdle.
And what about the legal side of things?
Regulation is a huge unknown. The decentralized nature makes it hard to monitor and control, which could attract illegal activities.
So how do you scale a system like this? It's got to handle a massive amount of data.
That's the million-dollar question. Layer 2 solutions and other scaling techniques are being explored, but it's a complex problem.
And what about getting different blockchains to work together?
That's a huge challenge. Cross-chain bridges are being developed, but they're not perfect yet. They can be expensive and slow.
And the legal side? How do you regulate something so decentralized?
That's a huge area of uncertainty. Governments are still figuring out how to deal with crypto and blockchain in general, let alone something as complex as DE-PIN.
So what's the overall outlook for DE-PIN?
It's got huge potential, but it faces significant challenges. If these hurdles can be overcome, it could revolutionize how we build and manage physical infrastructure.
It's definitely a space to watch, for sure. So a decentralized future for our physical world? Sounds pretty wild, right?
It is. It's a massive undertaking, but the potential benefits are enormous.
That was a great discussion. Thanks for your time.